Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today is the day. Call of Duty World War II is now officially live on Xbox Game Pass, PC Game Pass, and Game Pass Ultimate. Now, whenever something like this happens, it usually brings new life into the game with a flood of returning players and even some new people joining the ranks, though unfortunately, I won't be there with you guys right away. The footage from this video is from back during the game's prime, because while I did get my new PC and everything, and it's freaking incredible, there appears to be something weird going on with the PCI lane sharing or something like that. Like, I'm not a huge PC guy, I don't know the specifics or anything, but E-Rock on Tech is working with me to try to help get this thing figured out. But essentially what this means is if I plug my capture card into my PC, it shuts down one of my SSDs, which is really weird, and I also need that SSD for recording and game installation and all that stuff. So for right now, I cannot jump back into Call of Duty World War II with the rest of you, so if you are out there playing today, just know I am incredibly jealous. Now, with the introduction out of the way and some nice nostalgic Call of Duty World War II footage in the background, I mean seriously, just freaking look how amazing this game was. The dark and gritty tone, old school weapons, not a freaking Ninja Turtle or a fairy tale dragon in sight, man. Just good old fashioned Call of Duty. They don't make them like this anymore. Like literally, it almost looks like a completely different game franchise, and I don't think it's too over the top for me to say that. But with everything out of the way, let's just go ahead and jump into today's video, as we have a lot of really funny news to go over. If you're one of the millions of sane people out there who just hate what Activision have done to this franchise, then you're likely also somebody who enjoys watching them fail and get shown up on the main stage by other game publishers. Well, yesterday, the Call of Duty League Championship happened. Optic won for the second year in a row, I believe, but at the event itself, lots of fans were in attendance, and according to Cyan FPS, who is a COD League fan who attended the event, the PCs that they were using there were getting DirectX errors, and the employees were getting mad when people like him were taking pictures of it. I'm sorry, but that's just really freaking funny. Like, can you imagine the final round of like the COD League Championship and somebody's PC just straight up DirectX errors in front of hundreds of thousands of people? It would just be freaking insane. Call of Duty on PC has always been really unstable, but it's especially bad with Black Ops 6 and Warzone recently. But what we just saw was just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Activision being publicly embarrassed lately, because even Fortnite is out here making them look absolutely terrible. Now, I don't usually keep up with the Warzone drama all that much, so this might be a little bit late for some of you, but holy hell, guys, this is freaking hilarious. So, recently, you guys may have heard about the World Series of Warzone $1 million tournament, and this past week, open qualifiers happened. Without getting too much into it, basically anybody could register and play over the course of the weekend within a specific playlist, and from there, your points are added up based on how well you did, how many limbs you got, and everything and all that, and the top 100 squads from 2 different regions are going to advance within the World Series of Warzone into the group stage. Well, let me tell you that having an open qualifier on something as broken as Call of Duty and Call of Duty Warzone ended up as a complete and total disaster. It was a straight up dumpster fire, man. The sheer amount of people who were rage hacking in this event was insane. And here are going to be some clips from Swagg's video. They were literally being hunted down by people whose names were no top 100 for you and no World Series for you.
$1 million, open qualifier. What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
Coming close.
Well, for the entire last 4 hours of our session, we were getting chased down by multiple teams of hackers named No World Series of Warzone for you.
Just got pre-fired.
I think he's shooting.
He's hacking.
Yeah, he's hacking. He's hacking.
Shooting my body hacking.
He was actually hacking.
And no top 100 for you. And let me tell you right now, I'm pretty sure that was probably one of the most embarrassing weekends of the state of Call of Duty of all time. $1 million tournament. I mean, the guys at Anti-Cheat gotta be working weekends. Yo, if there's $1 million open qualifier, you would think Activision or Ricochet would have a couple of guys stay over for the weekend. Have a couple of guys hang out for the weekend and press a couple of buttons so the hackers don't run rampant. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they were running rampant. It was just embarrassing.
The same thing is also happening in regular Warzone and Warzone ranked play. The sheer amount of hackers everywhere is just insane, especially if you play ranked play or if you're somebody who's in a higher skill bracket. The Tactical Brit did a great video about this recently. I'll put a link to it down there in the description. And in there, he was able to track a few known hackers who were not being actioned on by Activision whatsoever, with some of those hackers even reaching first and second prestige days and weeks after they were initially reported for cheating on their new accounts. The situation currently is Activision and Team Ricochet are completely unable to do anything about the cheating problem. They've paid lip service. They say that the anti-cheat is getting better, and they're always bragging about shutting down cheat services and everything, even though new ones pop right up and take their place the very same day. They are completely impotent. They are absolutely helpless when it comes to fixing the cheating situation within their own game, despite how much they claim things are getting better. Well, with Activision out here doing a lot of talking, Epic Games and Fortnite have been doing a lot of walking. So here we can see from just a couple of days ago from the official Fortnite competitive Twitter account, this just in, the judge ruled in our favor after the cheater ignored our lawsuit. The player is required to pay $175,000 and will donate what we collect to charity. They are also banned from playing Fortnite forever. And that, of course, was in response to a Fortnite player using cheating software and cheating hardware in competitive paid Fortnite tournaments. Epic Games and Fortnite straight up sued the guy, and now a judge is requiring the dude to pay $175,000 to Epic Games, and they're just going to go ahead and give all of that to charity. That, Activision, is how you run things. Instead of just hoping that people will knock it off, Epic Games went out there and laid down the pipe. I mean, they laid down the law, and what an incredible precedent that is. Now, even as cheating can still happen within all these online games, these assholes are going to be a lot more weary about trying to cheat in Fortnite tournaments because it's been established that severe legal consequences will happen, not just a slap on the wrist or not just a simple cease and desist. Another thing about Activision and Call of Duty being completely incompetent when it comes to managing their own game is there might be malicious intent behind it. It was said a while ago that publishers actually like having a certain number of cheaters in their game because cheaters are repeat customers. If you really think about it, cheaters in a lot of ways are some of the most dedicated players out there. They're almost acoustically into Call of Duty to spend so much time playing the game and so much time cheating in the game and all the effort that goes into cheating as well, like learning how to do everything and doing it over and over and over and all that. Like, these people are just straight up really into COD in a really strange way. They're a weird breed for sure, but there are ways to capitalize on people's Call of Duty addictions. I mean, if they ban a cheater, they're likely going to come right back, and sometimes they're going to have to buy the game again, or maybe get a brand new Game Pass account. So that's just extra money in Activision's pocket. And also, what Activision claims, and pretty much every publisher claims, is they're trying to gather valuable data, right? It's always about the data when it comes to Activision and gaming publishers, I suppose, in general. The idea here is the more people you have cheating in your game, the more data about those cheats you are able to collect, and then from there, hopefully you can use that against them and actually make your anti-cheat better and thus make the game better. Well, the problem is Activision isn't doing that. They don't ever actually make the game any better. The people in the game are just able to continuously cheat with virtually no consequences, and they're proud of it, man. Like, they're gonna announce it to game chat that they're doing it. They don't care whatsoever. Like, here's a clip from HunterTV, linked to his channel down there in the description, where he was playing during that Warzone Open qualifier, and the dude on his team was just straight up cheating, and he doesn't care because nothing is gonna happen to him.
Oh, yo, go look at Joe Will's stream and look at his vibe. I don't know, I'm just raising our streamers right now.
Wait, Click, are you cheating?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Wait, you're cheating?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, top train, and then I killed them when they died that last time before they died again.
Wait, so like you're aimbotting or what?
I'm everything. I got on everything.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the state of competitive Warzone, and it's yet another illustration of the state of Call of Duty in general. Now, I'm sure you guys have noticed it and everything, but watching what Call of Duty used to be like here with Call of Duty World War II, and then comparing that to the bunny rabbit-filled, pot-smoking Beavis and Butthead game that we have these days, that is also completely busted and full of cheaters, is just such a stark contrast, man. Like, what happened to the game I love? Ladies and gentlemen, I just do not know. But what I do know, however, is it's time to wrap up this video here today. Call of Duty World War II is back on Game Pass. Definitely go check it out if you guys were able to, because it was such a good COD game. And Activision just keep taking L after L after L within the public space. So I suppose all in all, both amount to some pretty good news for this video here today. Who would have thought? A positive video, I suppose, here on NerosCinema. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Be sure to sub if you're new around here. And thank you so much, sincerely, for all your continued support of me and my channel. And until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.